So I'm currently at the desk right now. We're getting some work done. I have to edit a vlog that I absolutely completely forgot about. I literally filmed the entire vlog. It was like 3 days worth of footage and then just didn't edit it. I also have to plan a video shoot that I'm doing tomorrow. It is going to be my final video shoot that I'm going to do with NC State. Bittersweet. It is bittersweet. I'm ready to move on with my life, but it is sad to like say that I'm about to be done working for them. But yeah, we have our final one tomorrow. It's going to be like the big season recap. I kind of have like a general vision for it where I have the grad assistant narrating the whole thing from her perspective. So we also need to plan that, basically what she's saying, what we're going to cover, what topics we're going to cover, what games, and basically just outline the structure of the video before we actually go and do the shoot. And I will be taking y'all along on that as well.
What's happening?
Not much, bro. I'm editing again.
Oh yeah?
I forgot about the Tampa footage that I had, like when I went down to Florida. Alright y'all, so we are preparing for the shoot tomorrow. I got all the questions that I'm going to ask, but basically we're shooting an interview portion of the season recap. KJ is going to be walking us through her perspective of the season, how she's seen the players develop, how she, viewed the big moments and everything. And basically she's just going to narrate the story for the audience. So in order to prepare for an interview like this, of course you need to put out all the questions. I do have an outline of the moments that I want to include in the video. So basically I'm just going to get her to talk about that. If you ever do something like this, I absolutely recommend just putting down way more questions than you actually need. You never know what people are going to say, and if they end up saying something really cool on a question that you weren't really planning on using, it's all the better for you. So I'm going to finish the document off, and I will see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, to prepare for the shoot. Alright, so quick question for you. Do you guys mix cereal? Like, do you put multiple different types of cereal into one bowl and then eat it like combined? I feel like it's like so underrated because you can get so many different flavors in the same bowl. Like for example, you can get like honeycombs and cinnamon toast crunch in the same bowl, and you can get some honey, you can get some cinnamon. Both of them are still in the like same sort of flavor profile. Yeah, I might be tripping. Anyways, we have our shoot today. Actually, we have our shoot in less than 2 hours. So we're gonna go through, get ready. I'm gonna show you guys all the gear that we are bringing. We are gonna be using two FX3s to actually film the interview from the department, but I am bringing some of my own gear to make the shoot go smoother. All right, first of all, we have a tripod that we are bringing because obviously it's an interview, so we're gonna need static shots. And this folds up nicely and fits in my bag. I'm also bringing my secondary lenses just as a habit. This is a 28-75 Tamron, this is a 70-180 Tamron, and the rest of the gear is just gonna be there when we get there. All right, time to see if my ID still works. Ah, it still does. We in here. Missed this place. It's been a minute. Bro, no way the fire alarm just started going on. That's crazy. I did not realize they had an event here today. That's not good. My original plan was I was gonna film right here in the middle of the floor, but it looks like the entire floor is like taped off and stuff because they had an event yesterday. So we're gonna have to figure something else out. I guess adapting does come with a job, but it is a little annoying that we can't do the original plan because I had her like, honestly, we could do it here. Like, this still kind of looks like a court. Like this floor is still like hardwood, so it wouldn't be the worst thing to do it in the grand hall. We just don't have the lighting for it right now. It's a little dark in here. Let's see if we can find another place to film. The arena is the only place that's like the best lit. Even though there's a lot of stuff in there, we can still kind of make it work. Lighting is really important when you're making videos. That might just have to do.
I don't think it would look good without any light.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that hallway can look good because we're getting that sunlight coming in.
Mm-hmm. And it's cloudy, so it's not like super harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. We can do it. We can do it there.
Yeah, let's get that set.
All right, bet.
If we need to redo a line.
Yeah.
I brought headphones so I can make sure we're listening.
Okay, bet. Thank you. We can just use the mini one and then put the mini one on the FX3. Put a trash can underneath it. Like exactly like we're doing right there.
And then put a case on it if we need it higher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm fine with either, to be honest.
Okay.
Whatever you think's best. Depending on how wide you want to be, if we run the hard wire, you're going to see the cable on the ground.
What type of white balance are we looking at in here? Have you ever shot over here?
56 probably because of the outside, but we can see what that looks like.
It's a little warm. Okay, well, let me make sure the rest of my settings are good first before I do the white balance. You see the FX2? They just dropped it.
Like, what's kind of the point of it?
It's got the A7IV sensor in a cinema body. It looks like it's a middle ground between the FX30 and the FX3, but it's also like very photo heavy. Like it's got the 33 megapixel sensor that the 4 does, and it has a viewfinder.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably for like people that want to do some photos, some videos. It's like,
but there's a 4 for that.
Yeah.
It don't matter how you get it done. Like Coach Moore would say, it was an ugly baby, but it's our baby. I don't know if I should say that about a baby. Or just keep going and keep the pedal on the neck. Whoa, neck is crazy. Neck is crazy, pause. Neck is crazy.
All right, y'all, we just got done with the shoot. KJ did amazing. She's always been great on camera, so she's got a great personality. So it was pretty easy to work with her, just to get her to speak about the season and everything. We're gonna go to the office right now because we need to dump all the footage, and also I need to pull some things from some footage that I just don't have on my personal drive. So we're gonna go over there. I need to grab some things, dump the cards, and then it's back to the crib so that I can work on the rest of the video.
That's how people talk about Jason Tatum. Anthony Edwards, I like that. Can't Edwards.
What's up, y'all? We spent the rest of the day on the desk. We've been organizing footage and just pulling everything that we need for the video. Obviously, I'm trying to base all the footage around what KJ said, so I haven't done any of the file sorting until right now. We also got the Knicks game on. I'm not really a fan of any specific NBA team, but in this playoff season, I do want the Knicks to win because I was born in the Bronx, so that's just me repping where I was from. I didn't stay there that long, but I was born there, so I guess you can kind of count it. But everything I need is right here, man. I got water, I have my boy bawang. If you're Filipino, you know what I'm talking about with these. I'm also cooking up a little something for y'all. A lot of people ask me for editing advice, especially on my color grading, and I've never really done any tutorials on it, but I will be dropping LUTs soon for my vlogs. I've done LUTs in the past for like my on-court stuff for my basketball and my sports, but I've never done anything for my vlogs and my like personal life stuff, the stuff that you see right here on the screen. So I'm currently cooking that up, making sure that everything is right for you guys, and then I'll be releasing it soon. Tomorrow I want to go through and edit a good amount of the video, so tonight I'm just gonna go finish off, organize everything, and then I will be ready for tomorrow. I think I want to go and try work at a coffee shop today. Sometimes me being holed up at my desk is just a little constraining, I guess, for my creativity and everything. The same 4 walls is a little draining. And the biggest benefit about me having a Mac is that I'm able to just work anywhere I want to. And I'm not sacrificing any quality or any efficiency because everything comes with me on the Mac, including all of my files on my solid state drive. Speaking of SSDs, I am basically out of storage on the current SSD that I'm running, the Samsung T7. So I'm looking at another option. I hate buying storage because it's always so expensive. I mean, literally $119 for 2 terabytes is on the cheaper end, but this is new. I trust Lexar because I actually use Lexar SD cards. That's the one that I'm recording on right now. So I'm thinking that Lexar should be reliable when it comes to, you know, other forms of long-term storage. $119 is actually a pretty good price for a 2 terabyte. I just don't really feel like spending it, but, you know, that's something that we have to do because I need to keep the files that I need to keep. Plus, this is the SSD that I started NC State with, and it's kind of poetic that it's finally filling up to basically the brim as soon as I'm leaving. It'll be nice to keep this as an archive for all my NC State footage, starting from volleyball all the way up to women's basketball. And then once I get a NAS system, I'll basically just back up all the files off of this and then lock this up in the vault.
Still love, still love, still love, still love, still love, still love.
What can I get for you?
Can I get an iced latte
Yeah.
with oat milk and brown sugar cinnamon?
12, 16, or 20 and 30.
I'll do 20, thank you.
Anything else?
That's it. It's a little windy outside, but it should warm up pretty soon. We are still kind of early in the morning. I prefer sitting outside basically so that I could talk to you guys as well as not be so cold indoors. This coffee shop always has the AC blasting. Today I got a brown sugar cinnamon latte with oat milk. It is very good. Alright, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but basically what we have right here is we loaded in both the angles of the interview that we did with KJ. So this is the close-up angle, and then we do have a far, wider angle that you see right here. Basically, the first thing that we have to do is make sure that both of these are synced, and then we can start cutting the interview up into, the respective parts based on what she says. So the plan is, once we cut up the interview, then we can just go ahead and slot highlights in the middle of what she's saying, so that she kind of narrates the story, and you can hear her speaking behind the clips that's being played, all the highlights, and basically just whatever she's talking about is going to happen on the screen. I'm not sure if I want to put music in it at all yet. I was kind of hoping that we can kind of go without music, because I've been liking the whole just sound design and raw, really bring your viewer into the whole experience and not put any music behind it. But I feel like it's going to be just a little empty if I don't put any music at all, so we'll see what kind of works best in this scenario. Also, if you guys are not using text-based editing to edit your videos, you are absolutely missing out. You see all this right here on the left is a transcript of what she says, right? And there's a bunch of mess ups right here, right? So basically she starts and we have a good clip right here. This is our good clip, the one that I highlighted. So everything before that we don't need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight everything before that, right? What it's going to do is it's going to make in and out points on my timeline, and I can go ahead and literally just delete it. It's going to cut out everything, and it's going to start right here where she actually starts and says a good take. This is our good take right here. Everything before that just got deleted just because I deleted it in the transcript, and it's out of the timeline right here. And so the same thing right here. Let's say I wanted to delete this section. I'm going to highlight it right here. It's going to create in and out points on my timeline. I can literally just go like this, and bam, it's out of the timeline. It makes a cut right here. It's amazing. For interviews, vlogs, anything where you're speaking and there's active text being involved, actual transcript, and you can hear what they're saying, this is 100% the fastest way to edit, because you can literally just edit a video just like a text document. You don't even need to watch the footage back. It'll just be right here on the transcript. Alright y'all, so I'm about done with the interview. You can see everything is color-coded on the bottom right here because these are the individual sections that I have. This whole green section right here is Notre Dame, this blue section right here is Duke, etc. So I kind of just organized it so that I know where everything is at. This basically is the timeline of the entire season. All the major events, all the major games, everything is talked about right here. So right now it's about 7 minutes in total. I think some sections are a little too long. I'm hoping to have the video at 5 to 6 minutes when it's finally complete. So definitely need to cut some things down, but overall I think the structure is there and we should be good to go to start putting some clips in. With that being said, it is already 1:40, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a break. I've been here for a few hours, so I think I'm just gonna continue the rest of this work at the crib.
Everybody kung fu fighting. Nah, everybody kung fu fighting is crazy. That's not the lyrics.
That is the lyrics.
Wait, you're lying.
Everybody is kung fu fighting? Yeah, that's the lyrics.
What the fuck? You're trolling.
I'm so serious. Alright, y'all. I'm about done with the video now at this point. I just kind of need to slot a couple different clips in. I want to change a couple things and just add a few more details. The video is sitting around 6 minutes, which is perfect. That's exactly where I want it to be so that it's not boring and it's not too long. I want to make sure that people remember the big moments, and there were a bunch of big moments this season, so everything needs to slot into the video. I'm gonna finish the video up over the weekend. I have a couple more shoots that I need to do, so I'm not gonna have too much time to work on it tomorrow, but by Sunday it should be completely done. And definitely well before this vlog is posted, it will be up on the Instagram, so I will link it down below in the bio so that you guys can see the finished product. And yeah, that's about it for this vlog, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you have any questions about how I produced it or anything, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. If you want to see more of this type of content, just be sure to subscribe so you don't miss on anything. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.